Morning.
Okay, update. After checking out all the properties yesterday, we decided that we needed to walk the property that Steve really liked again. Yes. Couple things that we want to check out. Hopefully get some questions answered by walking the whole thing. The terrain was a little rough for the boys. A lot of the weeds were taller than Caleb, so he had a fun time trying to hike through a lot of it. Steve carried him sometimes to help. So we have no boys, thanks to Grandma. I'm watching them today so we can go get a better feel for what the property looks like. So here we go.
See you in a couple hours.
Follow the arrow on the display. When leaving, turn right. In 500 feet, turn right onto County Highway K. Turn right.
So we're following the property line back to the trees, hoping it's maybe a little higher ground back here in the corner. Very tall weeds.
We're going to keep walking down towards the trees.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look at the map while we're standing here.
Okay. So we made it to the property. We're planning to try to walk as much of it as we can. Right now we're following the property line back. Kind of see where the high grounds are, lowlands. Check out the creek a little bit more. So yeah, it's kind of misting. It's kind of nice actually. Yeah. It's at least it'll keep us warm hiking through all these big weeds, which I will show you in a second. These weeds are as tall as me. This is awesome. Would you say we're about halfway back?
Not until we actually get to the trees.
Oh.
We're probably halfway back of the property.
We made it through. Whew. Now we're about halfway back to the far corner of wherever that goes. So we're gonna go. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Gotta be coming up to the creek. Just because I can see trees down. Yep.
because we're getting really close to the river now too. Probably feel more comfortable crossing the creek over here, huh?
Yeah, probably. Okay, so there's a marking back there.
Let's go back to the back.
We're gonna go see if it makes sense to property lines. Yeah.
So if we stood right there and looked straight down this way to the native 90, I mean the property goes this way.
Right. So now we should walk that direction. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So part of the back of the property is really wet. A lot of trees have fallen. It's really squishy to walk through.
There's one more high spot over here.
Okay, let's head that way, I guess.
That just fell on this here. All the branches are green still.
Yeah. Big tree. Oh, that's crazy.
That pine is way over there.
Yeah, no, I gotta.
Walk through there. This and that way.
Okay.
And this area is not bad.
This is squishy.
Not really.
Well, okay, it was over there then.
Over there was, but not here. I mean, we can put a house here too. This is the other side of the creek. I mean, this is the other, no, it's not.
The creek's over here. That swampy stuff that we walked through is over there. I don't know how you'd get back here.
Yeah, because you'd have to drive through the bog.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What else do we need to look at?
I don't know. Do you want to look at the river, the creek anymore?
Yeah, I want to kind of walk the creek. Actually, I'd like to walk the whole creek.
Okay.
The whole property, like.
Okay. Okay, so the runoff comes down here and then turns into a creek. For whatever reason, it gets wider and more open down here. But from the map, we could see that there was underground water movement for miles across the road, and who knows where it actually
Kind of boggy area.
comes from. Yeah, so it's squishy through some of it, but it turns into this awesome creek, which we're gonna follow. No, because we crossed down there.
This looks like a decent area on the other side, too.
So we should get across at some point and look there. Or
Where do I see that yellow?
where?
That's the higher point.
Yeah. That's where we started. Along the fence
Okay.
line is out there. And then we walked all the way down there. Let's follow the river on this side, or the creek on this side, and then try to get
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of tracks through the snow. Look at these roots over here. Look at these roots over here. That's cool. I wonder how long it'll take for that tree to fall down.
This one here?
With all, yeah, with no dirt underneath there.
Oh, I can see again. Yes. Oh, you know, there's only about 2 acres of usable stuff here. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
At the present moment.
Yeah.
An acre or two of what's actually high enough to do stuff with. That's good.
So there's a open area back here, but it's all wet, squishy. Yeah, it's we don't really sink too much into it, but it's definitely squishy.
Yeah, so literally like the barn will be right here. Put it in the shelf.
I'm getting stuck on weeds, sorry.
Literally like you put the shed right here. You see a shelf kind of.
Yeah.
You know, you take the driveway, you go the driveway here, and then you turn and then go into the shed.
Yeah.
You know, we
We'd have to cross here, head up that way for the house. A lot of sand up here, right around the banks. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of cool. All right, other side of the creek.
Yeah.
Just taking the quickest path there. Forget the rocks, forget the stepping stones, just go. Back through the weeds. You can see it right away. Closest neighbor. But this is the highest point on the property. Maybe,
There are literally enough trees here to build a house, and they're all pine, which is what you build houses out of. Would you help me build a house here?
can I get back to you on that? So your thoughts after walking the whole property, you still like it?
I like it. It's overwhelming crossing the creek and seeing all the wetness over there. This side of the creek seems pretty much doable. Anything, pretty much anywhere. You know, just be mindful of the drainage where it's going. Not happy that there's, you know, there is a house that can view this side of the land. The best part of this property can be viewed, or you can see a house from the best part of this property, and that's just a little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
There's a spot here that we could park the camper right away. As soon as we got a driveway cut in. Cutting in the driveway would be a lot of work.
Yeah, because there was a couple piles of
rock
and
there's a big rock, right? A couple
trees down. They're small
Yeah.
trees, but they're trees.
I mean, the tractor with a bucket would push all that stuff out of the way pretty fast, but I think cutting in the driveway would be the biggest first project, because it would be difficult to stay here without having the driveway. Couldn't get a camper in here without cutting in a driveway, and camper would be our our relaxation, I guess. Be our
Yeah.
peace. Other than that, it's a very nice property. Issues with the creek. It's definitely overflowing the bank in certain spots, probably in the spring when it runs off. Be nice to know that it wouldn't do that, helping it out somehow. Yeah.
I think that the part that's the most overwhelming is the uncertainty of what the land does in the different seasons.
Yeah.
And you can't know that until
We can't wait a year to
you
come
buy
check
that.
it every season and then buy it.
You know, and then something drastically changes during one of those seasons, and that's overwhelming.
It's a little alarming how many trees have fallen over, like been uprooted.
Yeah.
You know, in the middle of this forest right here. It's rather alarming, actually. Most of them were down by the creek, but it's rather alarming how many trees literally are uprooted, like falling over, and the roots are still attached. And the roots don't look like they go deep. They look like they spread. They fan out. They don't go down. They fan out. And they probably do that for almost every tree down there by the creek, because they just didn't need to go down. There was so much water. There's I guess the thing that gets me is there's a lot of unknown, and I don't know if there's any way to know without digging holes and finding out why the water's not draining and why it just sits there, and even though there's a creek, you know, 3-4 feet lower than it is, and it just sits next to the creek. I mean, to me, there's got to be a layer of something blocking that, which would be clay. To me, that's the only thing that would be around here that could do that, is a layer of clay that doesn't let the water through.
You know, and I mean, though there are a few acres here that are usable, you know, do we want to have that many acres that are not usable? Ready to go?
See, that does make me happy.
Yeah.
Bubba. Dog's name is Bubba.
We're listening to the neighbor yell at his dog.
Probably because the dog wants to come down and say hi to us.
Probably.
And it's
Thanks for joining us on our crazy walk. Catch you later.